Good afternoon, friends. Today we will see about the structure of the government. The government has also three parts. The government has a legislature as a one body, executive, and judiciary. If the government is a body, then these three are like organs. The legislature will make the laws. Executive body will makes that rules and regulation in implementation, and judiciary gives the judgment based on the given facts and evidences. It will give the judgment for the disputes between two people. So first we will see the legislature. So legislature is a body of government which makes the laws. So every year the government is making so many laws, so many new policies. The government come up with so many new policies. So our country has a parliamentary legislature with two houses. One is Lok Sabha, another one is Rajya Sabha. So the parliament which has two houses, it is called bicameral legislature. So in the state government also we can see the bicameral legislature in some of the states like Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Maharashtra. Some states have two houses, like we call state council, state assembly, MLA and MLC. So MPs are the part of Lok Sabha, member of parliament. They are directly elected by the people. By the vote, people elect the MPs. But in Rajya Sabha, the people are elected by the MLAs only. So Rajya Sabha has seats based on the state's population. The state which has more population will get more Rajya Sabha seats, and the state which has a less population will get less number of seats. So legislature consists of two houses. One is Lok Sabha and another one is Rajya Sabha. So if a bill want to become a law, there are so many steps are involved in it. So these are the steps. First they will collect the people inputs, and after that they will go to committee. They will appoint a committee to make a report on the people inputs. After committee making the report, they will go to they will go to the discussion about that bill in Lok Sabha. There was a detailed discussion was happened in the Lok Sabha about that bill. After that, based on the majority, bill is accepted or rejected. So if the bill is accepted, it can go to other house Rajya Sabha for recommendations or approval, because Rajya Sabha cannot deny the bill. So Rajya Sabha don't have the power to deny the bill. It can give the recommendations, and it can approve and send to the president. President also doesn't have to deny the bills. He will have to approve the bill, or he can make some recommendations, some changes in the bill. He can recommend, but he cannot deny the bill. But he can take some time to approve. There is no time limit for the approval. So after the president approval, it becomes a law. So a bill became a law in three steps. It can be it can be approved by the Lok Sabha. It can be approved by the Rajya Sabha. After that, president have to approve the bill, and it becomes a law. So executive, if you see the executive body of the government, this was the another part. This executive looks after the implementation of rules and regulations. This executive part consists of a civil servants and the government ministers and heads of the government. So here in executive, bureaucracy is the permanent executive. So through bureaucracy, the policies that made by the government will reach to the people through bureaucracy. So the here in our system, prime minister is the real executive, president is a nominal executive. Means prime minister has more power than president. So our executive system are divided into two types, like collective leadership and individual leadership. Means in collective leadership, the president and the prime minister was there. In individual leadership, only president is there. In collective leadership, there is a parliamentary system is there. In parliamentary system, the prime minister has more power than the president. So this type of system is followed in the countries like Italy and India. And semi-presidential system is also there. Means the powers are divided between president and prime minister. So suppose two portfolios are there, like foreign policy and finance policy. Finance. Suppose foreign policy is made by the prime minister and finance policy is made by the president. So there is a distribution of portfolios between the president and prime minister. So example for this semi-presidential system is France. In the individual leadership, only president has the supreme power. So USA is example for the presidential system. So after that, judiciary is an important organ of the government. It plays a major role. If suppose if there is a dispute between the state government and central government, then they will approach which body? Then how they will solve the dispute between the union government and the state government? So they approach the court, judiciary system. So court will declare the result based on the evidences and facts. So in judiciary, the higher one is Supreme Court. After that, High Court. Supreme Court means India's highest court, and High Court means its boundaries only in the state, district court, and subordinate court. So in any society, disputes are bound to be arise between the two individuals or the groups or between the governments. So judiciary plays a major role in solving those disputes. So judiciary is an independent body. It acts according to the principle of law. Principle of law means every individual is equal before the law. Equal before the law, whether rich or poor, men and women, forward and backward castes, all are equal. So judiciary is an independent body. It does not depend upon the executive and legislature. The appointment of judges and salaries are not dependent on the other parts of the government. So constitution provides so much freedom to the judiciary. So judiciary also has four types of jurisdictions are there. Suppose original jurisdiction means, suppose the case that are directly come to the Supreme Court without going to the district court, high court, these many steps. So the dispute between the state government and the central government, this case directly goes to the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court directly considers this case. So another one is writ jurisdiction. Writ jurisdiction means, if suppose the fundamental rights are violated, then person can move to Supreme Court directly. And Supreme Court issues the writs. You know, some of the writs, habeas corpus, mandamus, some of the writs are there. The Supreme Court can issue these writs to protect the fundamental rights of the person. Appellate jurisdiction means Supreme Court will reconsider the cases and legal issues involved in it. It has the power to reconsider. And advisory jurisdiction. If suppose President want to take the opinion of the Supreme Court on the public matters, then Supreme Court is ready for to advise and give proper suggestions to the government. So this is an end. Thank you for listening me. Have a nice